2 million square feet of exhibit space, 160,000 people, and all the cool cars and tricked out trucks you can handle. Sounds like a good time to me. It's our annual trip to the SEMA show in Las Vegas, and we've got your VIP ticket.
Welcome to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. Well, that's right, we're back at SEMA, and Brian, SEMA's been around a long time, man. It's older than I am.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
It started more than 50 years ago, and they had it at Dodger Stadium the first year. It came to this giant convention center in the late 1970s, and John, we're talking 1 million square feet of parts for everything you can dream of.
Absolutely, man. 2016 was the 50th anniversary. We were here. That's awesome. It's 18, man. Look at this place. Phenomenal.
Millions of square feet of parts, millions of square feet for us to walk and show you the coolest stuff for daily drivers, trucks, hot rods, and more. We're here at SEMA. Stay tuned. This beautiful customized 1957 Lincoln Continental is a wonderful piece, and it's red for a big reason. It was actually ordered new by Susan Hayward, who was a 1940s blonde bombshell of an actress, so it only made sense to paint this one red. When this car was new, it was the most expensive car you could buy in America, over $9,600, and they didn't sell that many of them, and Ford actually lost $1,000 on every one of these cars they moved. This one has been subtly modified. It has a Coyote motor under the hood, and it sets down on air to get that dramatic low stance. Truly one of the most beautiful cars in a sea of beautiful cars here at SEMA.
I'm here with Zach from Dustless Blasting. Zach, I love the green. When we're talking green, we're talking Dustless Blasting and money, man. Plenty of money-making opportunities. This team is awesome. Tell me about your booth.
You know, we've got a beautiful booth this year, the best we've ever had. So we're here in our 30x40. We got our DB800 Mobile. We got our DB500S. We threw some sweet wheels on it for the show. Yep, absolutely. You know, so we're here just busting it out, having a lot of fun, ton of people coming through, you know, wanting to talk about starting businesses, adding to their business, and just what Dustless Blasting can offer them. We can finance people right here in the booth for up to 60 months. Some people even get out of here with no money down.
Money's all about opportunity, man. Tell us about some of the money-making opportunities.
You know, so everything, of course, is painted, rusty, and dirty. So this week, we're all talking about cars. But that last guy that I was talking to, you know, he was a powder coating company. And, you know, cars are one of the things that he does, but he does a whole lot of other stuff as well. And he said, you know, one of the things that happens all the time is that people call me up and ask me if I offer mobile services. And I don't, but I want to now. And he's going to drive away with that 500S.
Tell me about your manufacturing process.
You know, so we got about 100,000 square foot under roof where we manufacture everything that you see here. And it's truly purpose built and ready to rock and roll so that when you hook up to it, you're going to be reliable as the day is long.
And they just come. What about the support? Once I get this stuff, I go out of the SEMA show, man, you're not going to drop it in my door. You're going to help me out there too?
Yeah, so we've got online support. We've got great marketing materials for stuff to be able to supplement to help people get started. You know, some people just aren't familiar with marketing and how to go about doing it. So we're able to help them from that standpoint, as well as all the online technical support that you could ever need.
What's your website?
DustlessBlasting.com.
When it comes to cool trucks here at the SEMA show, this 1934 Ford built by Jason Graham Hot Rods may reign supreme. The engine has customized valve covers that make it look almost like a horizontally opposed V8, but the real deal is right under here. This is the rear suspension of the truck that is actually above the bed floor. Why did you do that? Because you wanted to get everything really low but not mess with the bed. You have quarter elliptic springs, you have a quick change rear end, and the wishbone has been machined. It looks almost like it's billet. The whole truck is fantastic, full of custom touches, and this one is one of the neatest cars at SEMA.
Well, I'm here with a Copo Camaro with actually 750 horsepower. It's really no big deal, except it's electric. Look right here in the trunk. You got 4 200-volt battery packs in here, giving you 800 volts of power. Walk up to the middle. You look in the middle here. You're actually looking at the controller for the batteries in there and regenerative braking. So when you're on the other side of the track, you actually pull the lever. It's going to charge the batteries. Now, the real heart of this car, right there under the hood. You got 2 350 horsepower AC generator motors down there with the capability to add one more for 1,000 horsepower. The future's electric, and the future's right here at SEMA.
We've showed you DanMar equipment before in the Motorhead Garage shop, but we've never seen so much of it collected in one place. I'm with Mike from DanMar. We're here at the SEMA show, of course. And Mike, you have new innovations out here like the Max Tilt, the Max Kick, and you're really your whole product line from commercial all the way down.
Correct. The only thing we're not showing is our 4-post parking lifts, but for the consumer, this is everyone's probably bigger buys.
The max tilt is a really great solution for people at a home shop, low ceilings. Tell me how convenient and great this thing is to use.
Well, this thing is simple. It doesn't take a power unit. It doesn't need oil. It doesn't need anything. Just a drill or a hand crank. Easy. You can hang on the wall. It doesn't take up a garage space. Fairly inexpensive. And then you can get up to the automobile lifts that you can actually enjoy lift locations and get underneath the vehicles. These units are designed to work in the front and the back, and you can get some access in the center, but really at the end of the day, it's for that average car guy that's the home renter, that's enjoys car collector type of stuff. It's easy. Even the Max Kick enjoys a lightweight. It's only 42 pounds. It fits into your trunk. You can take it to the track. It tilts the car up about 23 inches.
Speaking about tilting, show me how good this thing tilts. You don't have to be He-Man to use this product. As you can see, a normal guy of normal strength is moving a 4,000-pound Celine Mustang.
Once you set the lift points, you're good. Very easy to do.
Danmar Equipment has a huge line of products to service small jobs like this, all the way up to big commercial stuff. This awesome edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, is just getting up to speed. Still a ton more to come from the SEMA show in Vegas. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, is brought to you by US Shift, shifting innovation. Hotwire Auto, we do the work so you can play. Dr. Color Chip, automotive paint chip repair systems. And by Dustless Blasting, it's the future of surface preparation.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Convention Center. The SEMA show is all about innovation, and boy, do we have some cool technology to show you.
Well, Hunter always has a ginormous presence here at SEMA, so I'm here with John Sense. Now, John, you're revolutionizing the industry again, man. Quick Check Drive. Tell me about it.
Oh, John, it's great to be here with you at SEMA with Motorhead Garage. And you know what? This is really a game changer for the industry where we have autonomous vehicle inspection. So if you think about Quick Check Drive, when a vehicle pulls into a service facility, we're going to be able to check the alignment on that vehicle and tread depth on that vehicle with no human involvement. And it all happens in about 3 to 5 seconds.
Walk us through the process.
Sure, as you can see, this car's getting ready to come in right now, and when it pulls in, we use lasers and cameras to measure the alignment. So we're measuring total toe on the front and rear axle, measuring camber all the way around, and also measuring tread depth, and we do this car after car after car with no human involvement whatsoever.
Bam, the numbers are up there now. Even the factory numbers are up there. How are you doing that?
That's great. Well, we're taking a picture of the license plate, and we convert that license plate, send it off to Carfax. We retrieve the VIN. All of that happens in less than about a second, and we have all of the information we need about that vehicle from that.
Now I'm a dealership or a shop. Time's money, man. This thing's going to make me some money.
That's right. We also know 6 out of 10 cars that come into a repair shop are going to fail an alignment check. And this way we can check the alignment on every car without any human involvement and have the opportunity to sell the alignment if it's necessary.
Now, you guys have been doing this forever. I mean, it's been beta tested, it's ready to go. This thing's out there and moving, isn't it?
It sure is, and we're really excited about this, what this can really do to help our customers continue to promote tire sales on the service drive, tire sales in their shop, and sell a whole bunch of alignments.
Tell me what your website is.
It's www.hunter.com.
This is the 1955 Chevrolet known as Blasphemy, owned by Mike Finnegan. The cool thing about this car is not the fact that it's a gasser, but the fact that it's street legal and street driven. In fact, Mike has taken this thing on drag week and driven it over 1,000 miles in a week. What makes that even cooler? This, an aluminum block 871 blown Chrysler Hemi engine backed by a manual transmission. This thing runs in the 8s and it's street legal, and it is brutally loud and it is brutal to drive.
If you ever built an engine, you know how important the torque specifications are, but they're only as good as the bolt holding. That's why I'm here with Bruce from Stage 8. If that bolt backs out, there's problems, Bruce. You guys solved that.
You've lost it. But today I'd like to show you how easy it is for a gasket to leak, because basically it doesn't take much to cause a gasket leak. I have a feeler gauge hanging here. You'll see what happens when I move this bolt just a quarter of a turn. I've got to get it in here first. I got to pull it out there. And this one, I'm probably going to turn it just a quarter turn, and it's going to fall out. That's your gasket leak right there.
Now that's the problem, Bruce. What's the solution?
The solution is right here. We have a 3-piece system. We have a retainer, a groove bolt, and a clip. Put them on like so. It acts like leaving a little wrench on the bolt all the time. It will never back out. And it's visually inspectable.
Now that's perfect. It doesn't matter. It's not the gasket failing, it's the bolt backing out. You got some other products as well, some flush mount bolts here?
We have a flush mount bolt. We did this for the military, for their armored doors. It's a countersunk application. We just put a little dimple in the hole, and I can lock that bolt totally flush.
Differential here as well.
Yeah, the piece is off, but this is just a bridge assembly for a third member. We just drop this over the top of our special groove bolt, put a snap ring in like so. That'll never come loose.
What's your website, Bruce?
www.stage8.com.
Get you some off the website, help avoid any catastrophic engine damage.
You know, the diversity of products and people at the SEMA show is pretty unbelievable. Yeah, we see a lot of parts and hard parts and engineering and stuff like that, but the engineering isn't limited to just the stuff on the car. It's actually to the people in the car as well. Here with Don, Pro Sub USA. Don, you guys are a premier provider of crew shirts around the world of motorsports.
Yes, we're actually the uniform of NHRA, and we're an American manufacturer.
So talk a little bit about who your customer is and what the product is and what makes you different than the rest.
Well, when everybody comes to a show like this, they take a look at our booth, they see all the top pro stuff. We'd love to think we could live just off of them, but it does require America's racing. We basically do stuff for small teams. Our minimum order is 6 pieces.
It's pretty great. You know, for years it was just go out, buy some dress shirts, maybe have your name embroidered on them. That really isn't the world we live in anymore, right? You need to make some visual impact.
No, your sponsors want to see great use of their logos. They're not looking for just an embroidery. You can't read it from a distance. You can't tell what the logo says. And also the wickability and the comfort of the shirts has really, really gone and surpassed what it used to be.
Well, outside of my work here at Motorhead Garage, I actually find myself on most weekends wearing your product, and I can verify that it does breathe really well in the heat, and it's very durable as well.
Yeah, and now I know why you look so good.
Exactly. Pro Sub USA, not just a name. The product is made right here in the USA, and Don is supplying the huge names in stock car racing, drag racing, and the small teams as well. When this episode of Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Blasting returns, we've got some wild rides that you won't see anywhere else. More from the SEMA show right after this.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. Well, there's a lot going on here at the SEMA show, and who better to talk to than the chairman of the board himself. We're talking about Wade Kawasaki here. Wade, there's a lot going on at SEMA. Tell us about SEMA and what's going on here.
Yeah, the 2018 SEMA show has been spectacular. The aisles are full of buyers, and you know, those buyers come from 130 different countries. So it really shows how our our hot rod car culture is spread all around the world.
Now, if they're watching out there, business and industries, and they want to become a SEMA member, I mean, what's the benefits there, and how do they do that?
Yeah, you know what, we like to call that SEMA 360. It's a 360 days that we're not here at the SEMA show. SEMA offers an amazing array of benefits, from our SEMA Data Co-op to really get your data in order and help you sell either online or even to your direct customers. We have SEMA Garage that helps you get EOs, executive orders from CARB, and making sure that your products are legal. So there's just a whole plethora of options that you could take, and we really help you drive your business success. And you can go on SEMA.org and find out about all of them.
Absolutely. Well, check them out on SEMA.org and be part of this extravaganza.
Technology and innovation are the two cornerstones of the SEMA show, but technology and innovations come in many forms. Even an old school form, man. We're here with Ryan from Custom Auto Sound. You guys are constantly innovating, constantly applying technology, but in a classic way.
Absolutely, yeah. The company got started in 1977, and the technology at that time was cassette players.
Right.
Everybody wanted a cassette player. But if you wanted a cassette player in your classic car, at that time, they were really expensive. They were a high dollar item. So that's where the birth of Custom Auto Sound came from.
And really, the interesting thing to me is, you know, the company starts in '70, so a lot of the products you're making applications for now were brand new cars when the company started.
Yeah, it always cracks me up when a guy goes, well, do you make it for my car? And it's like, well, your car was 2 years old when we started doing this, so yeah, we got you covered. But now we've been integrated into Bluetooth, and you've got all your streaming devices, and you have all that available now in your classic car.
And hands-free phone as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. In addition to that, we also make speakers that fit your original location, provide you the sound quality that you expect in today's audio, but again, maintaining the originality of that classic car.
One of the greatest things about the company as well, kind of maintaining that ethos, the 30 guys and girls you got working there assembling these things right here in the USA.
Absolutely, yeah. We have over 30 technicians that build these radios. They kit them from the original dash. We also quality control the radio twice before any of the radios leave the building, so you're guaranteed to get a good quality product.
Very good, Ryan. Great to be out here at SEMA. Great to see you, and a great display. We've installed a bunch of these things on Motorhead Garage. One's never let us down.
Well, I found a car here at SEMA that's calling my name. It's a 2014 Cadillac CTS-V. Now this one goes above and beyond. It's got a 1,300 horsepower motor up under the hood. It's actually got a body kit on there, 3 inches, that's seamlessly integrated into the actual body itself. It's got an air ride system. Now the CTS-V, that's the actual racing division, and this one's way above and beyond that. And the creature comforts inside, we're talking about cruise control, power seats, power windows, and my favorite, the air conditioned and heated seats. Power and performance all bundled into one. Everything here at the SEMA show.
Back in the early 1960s, Dodge engineers wanted to create a drag racing vehicle for a class called BFX. But what they ended up doing was creating the wheel standard. Back then, it was a guy named Bill Maverick Golden that raced a truck just like this one. This one was actually built by Mark Warman of Graveyard Cars. That's why it's called Warman's Little Dead Wagon instead of the Little Red Wagon like Bill Maverick Golden raced. It's a really true to form original, except for the fact that it has a blown Ray Barton Hemi in the back. It's a really cool truck, and it certainly is a great showcase here in the Mopar booth. Don't go anywhere. We've got a ton more coming from the annual SEMA show here in Las Vegas. As this episode of Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Plastic rolls on, we're going to keep on trucking.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt, now included with each set of Cook's headers. Go to stage8.com. Kelsey Tire, dedicated to providing you with quality Goodyear tires from the 1920s to 1980s. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better parts, better prices every day on auto parts and accessories. And by Dustless Blasting. It's the future of surface preparation.
Welcome back to this special edition of Motorhead Garage from the SEMA show in Las Vegas. Sometimes you come across an idea that's so simple, you wonder how the industry ever lived without it. Well, SEMA is so much more than just cool cars. We're talking about cool tools, and I'm here with one of the coolest tools of all times. I'm here with Nikki from Clamp Tight. Now, Nikki, we call you the Clamp Tight Ninja, man. You can do this thing in no time, but you guys are introducing a new tool here at SEMA. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely, it's so great. As you guys know, this is our original tool, so it works great in even small spaces, but sometimes under the hood of the car, it's just too tight. So what we actually introduced was the new Mini. So this is going to get you into those really tight areas down in your power steering lines, your AC lines, because you can use the tool in those areas as well. Underneath your headers, different places, because sometimes you just need 90 degrees, and then clamp is made and you're good to go. So.
Yeah, and even if you're dealing with some off-road equipment or some small equipment, that looks perfect. Let's talk about some of the applications for Clamp Tight.
You know what, it's great for your header wraps, your exhaust wraps, radiator hoses. So you can use it on your intakes and your turbos. It's great for that. There's no vibration with our clamp, so you don't have to worry about that initial boost of power vibrating your hose clamp loose. Once it's on, it stays on. Your silicone hoses, you know, and applications even around the house, different things like that. Small little fuel lines, you know, it's endless. You can use it for so many different things.
Wire and wire repair as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can even for your battery cables. You fix your battery cables if you need to. Get you out of the woods.
Nikki, where do we find you on the web?
ClampTightTools.com.
Well, our SEMA ninjas running around here like cat-like reflexes. Let's check in with Brian.
Well, when we cruise the halls of the SEMA show, it's nothing like running into some old friends. And Tom from Mobile Environmental Solutions. Tom, you're an old friend of our show, an old friend of Motorhead Garage, but we're seeing the same thing, man. Beautiful booth, big enough to put this Volkswagen van in.
Absolutely. This is our 23 by 15, our most popular size, right at 37 air changes an hour. Goes up in a few minutes. Do all your painting. When you're done, fold it down, roll it up, put it in the corner, and you're done for the day.
American-made product, moves enough air that you can shoot whatever you want in there. We've had you in the shop. We've been talking to guys who have restored Corvettes, full-size cars, and this van's got a fairly high profile in the car world, doesn't it?
Absolutely. This is Shannon from Counts Customs personal van.
Very, very cool. Texas company, Texas tough product.
Absolutely. Everything is made in Texas. We're very proud of that. Nothing else. I mean, it's just an awesome product.
About the air changes, you know, that's one of the most important things when you're painting. You need to make sure you're changing the air through the booth. Talk to me a little bit about that. Anybody that's a painter that's serious kind of knows about this stuff.
So it's a positive pressure cross-flow design. The air all starts at the back side of the booth where all the inlet filters are. You got 12 inlet filters on this booth, and it pushes it through towards the automobile entrance where the exhaust filters are on the opposite side.
Fantastic. Now, for the purposes of our demonstration, we have the door down because you got to have it down to get stuff in and out. Talk to me a little bit about size options. You said this is the biggest booth you offer, but what other options do people have?
This is the most popular booth we offer, and we now came out with a 10 by 10 for guys who want to do furniture, small parts, motorcycle stuff like that, 12 by 12s, and we build them big enough to fit a semi in. We just updated our website with all of our new line of booths.
There you go. You can paint anything from a door panel to a semi-truck here. Check them out on the web. Tom, great to see you.
Always good to see you.
Enjoy your time at SEMA. John's somewhere in the grounds, and I know he's found something you'll dig. John?
Well, we see a lot of side-by-sides on Motorhead Garage, and this is the world's largest side-by-side. And this is really cool because it's actually a truck and a side-by-side morphed together. Well, the truck is the powertrain, the frame, and the chassis, and the side-by-side, you can see I'm sitting in all the upper portions of it here. Now, the cool part is the whole front end is 3D printed. The front end, the hood, the lights, everything. The dash here is all rhino-lined, and then they took the floor shifter and they moved it and put it into the dash cluster right here. Very cool. From concept to reality in 2.5 months. This side ready to go.
Yeah, well, you look exhausted too. I don't know what you're. Oh, hey. So we've come to the end of another exciting episode of Motorhead Garage here from SEMA. We're going to be back at a special time next week, 9:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. That's right, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning. Check us out on that special time for a special episode of Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Blasting from right here on the SEMA Show. I'm about to continue on with my argument with this exhaust pipe. Have a great week. We'll see you on Saturday.